I have heard the angels' praise and worship are beyond fathomed imagination, in such harmony and pristine perfection. The cherubim, the seraphim, and the elders all around him, unceasingly praising him for his goodness and faithfulness. For all eternity they can do this and not tire. They always find something new to praise him for. The creation worships and bows down in loving submission to his variety of manifested love. And here I am, here you are. Our little praise lifted up to God makes his heart skip beats and inflames his love even more. A soul on earth gets to worship God in a new way and form. It lived in darkness. It lives in weakness, in poverty of spirit, and in need of him to make its heart beat continuously. This is something the angels and those above do not quietly live in, being in weakness and darkness. He would stoop down to the lowliest of places to snatch the soul from the depths of death. A soul that experienced his faithfulness has a love toward him different, yet captivating his heart. Your praise and gaze makes his heart skip beats. Though little you are, though weak and feeble, he adores you with such eyes that you would not mind gazing at them for all eternity. Pools of love are washing over you. My frail little souls he birthed and sent on earth with a faithful promise of life and of love in his embrace. His eyes watched over my heartbeats, counting my breath, sustaining my tiny newborn body in a world clothed in evil. Every step and laugh he counted and treasured. Up in heaven you can say he has a library full of albums of his children, recording those memories and moments of tenderness on earth. Every need he provided, for this is his child he has adopted, with the price of his own son and blood. Faithfully staying near and never abandoning me when I fell in sin, in darkness and blindness. His mercy he did not withhold, his care remained. He stayed with me while I ran after sin. He did not deal with me according to the measure of my sins, allowing only a certain amount to discipline me, but never too much of what I cannot bear, though I did deserve it all the more. Time and times again I could have been wiped out of existence. He could have left me in my sins, in my fallen flesh, in my pride and misery unending, but he stayed. He kept me, and did not take his breath out of my lungs. In error, he brought light to my thoughts, speaking, even though I did not recognize his voice. Every day of my life he has proved himself faithful, fully worthy to be trusted. Every morning I awake is a mark of his faithfulness to the promise of life I was given at the moment of conception. Every moment I go to bed is a faithful reminder he has kept me alive through one more day in these oppressive times. Every scar is a reminder of his protection. I am still alive, am I not? Countless times he repeats himself to me, believe in me, trust in me. Mankind has committed many atrocities and crimes, and the only thing he says is, return to me, rest here near me, and believe that I love you. Who would say such a thing to a criminal than the God of faithful love? My soul and yours, we run from him due to sin, to wounds, scars too deep, and worthiness settles in too. But here he is running after me, following the track of my footsteps, and once he finds me, he follows me every second. Being asked, why do you keep on following me? He answers, because I want to forgive you. I am waiting for you to let me forgive you. Normally one would say harshly, beg for it, but this faithful God begs you, let me forgive you. All you have to do is say it honestly, and in split seconds the sin is no more. The stench tormenting the soul is wiped clean. When I reject myself, He calls me His own. When I run away from Him due to having failed to love, He runs after me to wipe away my tears. When I beat myself down for my misery, He lifts up my chin, embraces me as His own possession for all eternity, affirming His mercy and pleading me to trust Him, to take Him by His word when He says, "You are loved, you are accepted by me." When fear prevails and assaults my soul, His Spirit calms my troubled conscience, yet again assuring His love and faithfulness, worthy of fully being trusted. When confusion and hatred assail me, not understanding the evil in the world, His words speak wisdom and trust. Protection, faithful care, and love come day and night, for I still breathe and live in the midst of this fallen world, with ravenous beasts at every corner and hill. Nobody is worthy of His love, but He gives it fully away. Nobody is right enough to stand before Him, but He gives His own righteousness just to have you come. Everybody is sick with sin, but He supplies the remedy and the medicine. His own blood, the blood of His own Son, one with Him. What master has ever subjected himself to pay the huge debt of a slave with his own life and blood? If you only knew, faithful to keep you safe, loves without fail, mercy without a bottom end, fully worthy to place your trust in, faithful to give you a shoulder and hold your tears, faithful to provide and love, to enrich you with His love and kingdom, to walk with you through the valleys of the shadow of death, grants you strength in the face of temptation, and defeats the enemy. If you only knew, God has worn your words for you. All you have to do is come to know Him as He knows you, holding Him as He holds you, trusting Him, the only one fully worthy to be trusted in all things, seen or unseen. His eyes and ears faithfully hear the beats and the heart and its desires of your heart, so much so that a second's thought does not escape His attention. He caught it, held fast to it, and breathed life into those dreams. If you were to sit down and read the book of your life, and ending pages would tell you of how faithful He has been throughout your life, at every heartbeat. His faithful promise to you, with me you shall live. He takes my weak points and turns them into strong points, and I will use them, He says. If you are a frail little caterpillar, crawling from leaf to leaf, I take you and transfigure you to fly from flower to flower. He is faithful. Come, know Him, the one you can count on.